become a bit of a tradition that I give you a tour of the studio towards the end of term. So here we go. We began our term by looking at buildings and thinking about architecture and thinking about, I don't know, who could live in buildings and what do they do. So I love what kids do. You can remember a bit of freedom, and I'll just move one out of the way for a sec. We've got a playground. This is an ideal dream playground. It comes equipped with swings, or flying foxes that I think they are, that move. And I thought that, oh yes, animals on top. And I thought the sweetest thing about this little one is that this little space down here is a room for her younger brother. So that's pretty sweet that she's built in a spot. This one here has been inspired by the Falling Water House from Frank Lloyd Wright. So it's pretty sweet that the water actually comes through the bottom floor of the building and the house still is down here. So yeah, amazing. I love it. Next one. This one's, I've got a few kids that are actually interior designers. So this one here, I don't know if you can tell, but there's so much fine detail on little bits and pieces. We didn't do clay this term, and I can tell kids have missed it. Oh, it's not focusing. Sorry, guys. But anyway, there's some amazing detail features in there. And the front of the house is a bit like a greenhouse. So you've got the sun would come in here, and that's the flower pot in the corner, and then the rest of the living zone. So beautiful work. This is a bit of a tree house-esque inspired thing. So one garage. How brilliant is that, with the fine detail of the garage and corrugated iron, the doors. I personally like this window that she sculpted the plaster. So we did a bit of plaster work. I thought it's fun to sculpt and play with, and I don't know, it's just a different tactile feel to the clay. But furniture upstairs, and this is a flower. It's sitting the wrong way, but it's a flower bed. Beautiful. This one is I don't even know what to say, really. I'm speechless. It's blown me away. Like, actually all of them have, but there are a lot of architectural features in this. Also inspired by the Falling Water House of Frank Lloyd Wright. We've looked at a lot of artists, this term, architects, and seeing how they've used space and what they've done. This one is the actually all about the upstairs. So your home, this would be like your home down the bottom here, and this is the outdoor alfresco zone. So I love the macrame work that Mum and her made together, and all of these beautiful details in the furniture that she's made out of a bit of plaster too to make it all work. This one here is for the animals. So we've got some dragons on top, some fish live behind here, and then if you look in here, there's actually a few more hiding in there. So that is pretty cool. There's a few more. The idea is that they get an understanding of 1 point perspective, and I don't know, that when you hang it up, it looks like this painting will go into the distance. So here's a couple that I really enjoy hanging them up in my studio. And I've shown them some, you know, little tricks to how to get it right, and then let their imaginations go. So I kind of want the kids to fill in as many gaps as possible within a really broadish framework, which is brilliant. So we're set up for class today, so I'll get to see the end of the finished work of these. I'm not really looking forward to seeing the end of them because I will miss what they've done. There's a building under here that's set to come to life. It's a bit like a modern day cathedral that's going to come from there. This one here, this kid's already done perspective before, which is fantastic. So now he's moved on to 3 point perspective. So yeah, something that would stop most adults is 1 point, and now we're up to 3 point. Amazing. So it's very much an optical illusion, and brilliant to see. So I've got some other planning drawings. I don't know, helping to learn about depth, and it's really good to see the kids, I don't know, practice and make the transition from what didn't work to what is working, and using the diary. I'm starting to introduce diaries to them. Fantastic little train track here.